live pictures there from the ground, and we've been watching a tense scene out of Portland where far-right groups and counter-protesters, including the far-left group Antifa, are there on scene. Let's go back out to CNN's Sarah Seidner. And Sarah, we know police have already confiscated everything from bear spray to shields to metal and wooden poles. What's happening there now? Looks like things are relatively peaceful behind you.
They are peaceful. I mean, what you have is the police basically separated folks from the Proud Boys and who came for that, and the leftist groups like Antifa. They're on literally the other side of the river. I have with me one of the chairmen of Proud Boys, Enrique Tarrio, who is here. Why did you come to Portland? Why was this brought forward? Because I do want to mention the fact that Joe Biggs said some pretty violent stuff on Twitter before, saying death to Antifa, bring your guns, and that really ratcheted things up and made people feel very nervous here that there was going to be violence brought by your group to this city.
Okay, so first and foremost, we came over here to raise awareness for domestic terrorism. Now, that's not just for Antifa. That includes the shooting that happened in El Paso, the shooting that happened in Dayton, Ohio, the attempted firebombing in Tacoma, Washington, and the shooting at the ICE facility in San Antonio. I mean, I could go on, but that's what we came here to do. We've been planning this for 2 months. The straw that broke the camel's back was the attack on Andy Ngo, an independent journalist that was just trying to document Antifa, and he got brain hemorrhage from it. And
I just want to mention that was in June, so just a month ago. But before that, in May, there was another melee, if you will, and some of the members of a right group that follows you guys and that tends to show up for these things, Patriot Prayer, one of their people just got arrested, turned himself in, Joey Gibson, for writing. And so do you think this is a problem that both the right-wing groups and the left bring to the fore?
Absolutely not, especially here in Oregon. You have Patriot Prayer that went to go practice their First Amendment rights. If you look at that video, Joey was spit on, pepper sprayed. I think Ted Wheeler needs an axe to grind, and we're not going to be that group. So that's why we came here today.
And explain to me, I don't understand why you're showing up. Is it to antagonize the mayor or the city? Because there are people here, people of color in particular, who I've talked to that feel like they're being terrorized because of some of the language that is used by groups like yours against them. And you all have a history also in Manhattan. There is a case right now where there's videos out there of 10 members of your group or people that are around your group
they went ahead and they
that's
threw a
not
glass
the way
bottle
the city.
That's fine.
That's not the way the city
sees
it.
The political powers of the governor and the mayor of New York, same thing that Ted Wheeler wants to do. I've had an open communication, open dialogue with Portland PD for the past month. And then here we are. There was two different stories. There was Portland PD's story and Ted Wheeler's story. And again, Ted Wheeler needed an axe to grind. So what we did is our message was bold today. Our message wasn't, we didn't stay there. We didn't antagonize anybody. We held our hands in prayer. We bent a knee. And then we went ahead and we left. We sent our message with zero violence.
What is the message that you are trying to send? Because a lot of people see the message as one of intolerance, xenophobia, racism. What is the message that you are trying to actually send?
Just a second ago, you mentioned people of color, right?
Yeah.
And you said, and I'm a person of color, right? I'm Cuban, right? My family, two of my family members got killed in Castro's regime. So it's a difference of opinion, whether it's people of color, white people. It's always about race. Our message wasn't about race. Our message has never been about race. When you join our ranks, we don't ask you what race you are, what religion you are. We just accept you for who you are. We have liberals, and a lot of liberals. There's actually one prominent liberal that's here that's part of our ranks.
Liberals will probably dispute that, to say that you guys have a lot of liberals as a part of your group.